What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about Justice League 2, basically a petition to the world, to Zack Snyder, or really to anybody that needs to hear it, that we need more of this Justice League movie. So this will potentially contain spoilers, obviously, when you're talking about the sequel to this film. I'm going to be reviewing it, and I probably already reviewed it on my second channel, so this is going to kind of be skipping that stage and just talking about how I want more. You can talk about it in two different ways, and that's kind of how I want to approach this thing, where the first way, of course, is the idea that obviously it was set up to be more movies. Now, we knew that back then, and obviously we know now, and we kind of knew leading into this, that there wasn't really going to be any changes to that the way Zack wanted to form this movie and form the ending, it was going to leave it very, very open-ended. And although it doesn't make as much sense now to do that, because you say, okay, well, is it possible to get more of these? You know, you have Ben Affleck in that situation. You have everybody a little bit older. You have Henry Cavill, who seems like they just all hate and they just never want to pick up the phone and call the guy, right? Even though he's literally perfect. You have all these situations going on, and yet Zack Snyder still ends the movie with the epilogue, the way the epilogue is, still ends it with Darkseid's invasion, incoming. So obviously he sets it up very, very easily for another Justice League. And now remember, this was conceived as Justice League. It was supposed to have 3 parts. Early talks where that would actually only be 2. But remember, Zack clarified over the past couple weeks that actually, no, his plan was to have 3 movies overall. And here's the difficult thing. Obviously, it's tough. Like I just said, even with, Henry Cavill, you look at Ben Affleck, all that situation, but then you look at how Warner Bros. And Zack Snyder have, gelled the last little while, and this would be one of, if not the toughest things ever to come to fruition, okay? Now, you could argue that the Snyder Cut in and of itself is that, okay, that this movie already is kind of a symbol of something that seemed literally impossible, that the fans could never have won this, right? Because fans never really win things when it comes to the entertainment industry, and we did. We literally, now, I guess I wasn't a part of it, so maybe I shouldn't say we, but the fans spoke, the fans won. And like I've said in the past, I really don't think Warner Bros. Likes that whatsoever. So, you have that end. You have the movie setting it up very, very clearly for that to happen. But then you do have the financial and the actual business reasons to either do it or not do it. Now, I touched upon that with, obviously with Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill and Zack Snyder himself. But in reality, look, this movie is something else. Now, again, I'll talk about how I feel about it in different videos. I'm sure you guys will get the gist of it in there. But this is going to do really well, I think. And I guess I hope. And I guess in order to get more movies, here's what needs to happen, okay? And now, this is not set in stone. This is just me, Alex, and Podcast Now. This is just me talking. But I would imagine in order to get more of these movies, you need to support the living heck out of this film right here. Now, it gets into more muddy waters where I say, whether you hate it or love it, you should watch it to support it if you want more. But again, I get that kind of muddies it up. If you don't like the movie, obviously asking somebody to support it kind of sounds a little odd, right? But I mean, me personally, I love this movie. So I would probably watch it again. I want this movie to do as good as it can. And I think the biggest thing that they care about is numbers. And by numbers, I mean subscribers. Yes, this movie is going to theaters in some ways. Obviously, it was filmed and presented to us in an IMAX format, for the fact that it's not even going to be shown all that much in IMAX because of the current world landscape. But this film, I really think, can do amazing numbers on HBO Max, and it kind of needs to. It really does. It needs to not only be viewed and again, these metrics are not made up by me. I can just throw numbers out there, but they're really, this movie needs to do insane in terms of viewership, but also needs to do insane in terms of subscribers to HBO Max. Now, they got me. I wasn't subscribed yesterday, or I guess 2 days ago from when you guys are watching this video, and now I am. Now, will I unsubscribe after Godzilla vs. Kong and Mortal Kombat come out? Maybe I'll unsubscribe, but the general point is you need as many people to subscribe as humanly possible. That's the reality of the situation. The more excitement aspect really is that epilogue, the alternate universe, I guess Bruce's nightmare kind of sequence. These things are truly incredible. Being able to see Darkseid, obviously switching how they ended Steppenwolf and all that stuff. After seeing the movies, I really like the movie. Like I said, after seeing the last like 30, 40 minutes, if you only saw that and you aren't asking for more, I don't know what's wrong with you, because I really think that they gave you enough of kind of anything that you want. Being able to expand the Justice League more, going into that alternate reality, right? Going down that injustice kind of route with a bad Superman and all that stuff, going down a dark side route. I mean, there's so much that they did that I don't know how anybody wouldn't be at least curious as to where Zack was going. And that's another thing, again, with this movie, is he did have a plan. He wanted to stick with that here, and he did. He could have cut all it. In fact, a lot of that stuff was reshoots. The Jared Leto, Ben Affleck stuff towards the end, those were all stuff that he just had added in there. And again, I feel like, and I've said this before, I feel like a lot of that is kind of mixed in terms of why he actually did it, some of which could very well be a big middle finger, most likely, to Warner Bros. And saying, hey, I get to make my movie. I'm going to throw in these these scenes that are really going to get people talking and really get people excited. And trust me, they will, and they are. And people are going to demand more movies, probably just based off of these couple extra scenes that I'm just throwing, and not even the rest of the movie, which was a substantial step in the right direction from what we had gotten, but now all this additional stuff. So I really do want a Justice League 2 and 3, if that's his vision, if that's what he wants to do. I would like a Batman. Again, like, we had these things. These things were relatively safe to actually happen, and obviously a lot of things happened over the last couple of years with his daughter, and then just with him and Warner Bros. In general. I get how difficult it would be. I get that it could just be, a fan, me, just kind of talking and getting all this excited, and then nothing ends up happening. I mean, I guess that's true, but look, we've already, again, the most important thing is we've already won. We got this. This is not something, again, that happens all too often. This is one of the most rare things that could happen in the movie industry of all time, and we pulled it off. And I do say we, because we need to continue. We need to come to the restore the Snyderverse and all that stuff that's trending on Twitter. These need to now be the next movement if we truly want more. Ultimately, with these guys, okay, these Hollywood executives and all that stuff, it comes down to money. There's literally, they don't care about our excitement for, I would honestly say anything. Now, I'm not saying Zack Snyder. Zack Snyder obviously cares. But I'm saying the people that pressed the buttons that could cancel his movie, that told him to remove Green Lantern from it, all, the stories that we hear about it. These people at the top, they could care less about what we're excited for. All they care about is if these products are helping them in some way. And then obviously how much is that worth to them in terms of, letting Zack do more of it. So that's the biggest thing, is how much, because a Justice League 2 and 3 is going to cost a lot of money. And it would be, again, them realizing that, oh shoot, we need to kind of bow down to the fans again. Like, we have to give it to them and have them win again. And we've already done that once. We have to do that 2 more times. And trust me, that kind of stuff hurts these executives, because they don't like to kind of give us these things. So it would definitely be something that we'd have to, pull a miracle out of our hat. But I truly, to end this video, last thing I'll say, I do think it's possible. I really do. I've thought it's been more possible literally with every single passing day. Now the movie is out. Now that I'm sure the people that see, I really do think that a lot of people that are going to see this movie will want more. And I think that's a very powerful thing, because now we can move to the next phase, which truly is demanding, not threatening, not crossing any lines, but demanding that they let Zack continue his vision of this universe. Whether you like it or hate it, he's got a vision, and I personally do want to see it come all the way. I want to see what he can do with it. So let me know, guys, in the comments below. What do you think? Did you watch the movie? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Do you want to see more from it from Zack Snyder? Let me know in the comments. As always, make sure you guys are subscribed. Make sure you guys have the bell icon turned on so you know all these videos go up. Like I said, there's going to be plenty of videos. I have a review on my second channel in actually probably a few hours, maybe even right now, for when you guys are watching this video. Over the next couple days, I will be doing several other Justice League videos on this channel, so make sure you guys check that out. You can obviously follow me on Twitter or any of my other social media stuff. It's all in the description below. Thank you all for watching. I hope to see you all on the next video.